Oh, hey people. Apparently, this is a study. I've seen it floating around for a little bit, but kind of decided not to talk about it. But there was an article that was posted on a website that I decided to read, and I read it, and after reading it, I find the study methodology questionable, to say the least. Basically, the study says that there is a cat disease that humans can contract, that if they contract it, they are more likely to get involved in BDSM. That if women contract it, they're more likely to be into the submissive aspect of BDSM. And if men contract it, they are more likely to become into the more dominant slash masochistic slash rape side. And I sat there and go, bullshit. Bullshit. Uh, I've been around this lifestyle for 25 years. I've known and talked to hundreds, if not thousands, of people in the lifestyle. I have met probably a couple thousand, and what I can tell you is there is no one factor that makes somebody do this. Just isn't. I've known hundreds of people who were into cats, that had cats. I love cats myself, and people, hundreds of people who had dogs and just didn't like cats, who were into this lifestyle. I've known dominant women who had cats. I've known submissive women who only had dogs. This study just seems absolutely flawed. Yes, they had a large sampling, but their large sample just seems like they're skewing the data specifically to get an outcome. And that to me is worrying, because what they're looking for is rationale for why we do what we do, when the reality is there is no one rationale. We do what we do because it's what we do. It's who we are, it's what we are. And for this study to come along and to say, because of this cat disease, people get into this thing, and I'm like, no. They're saying people who have this disease are more likely to get into it. Maybe they were into it, and it has nothing to do with that disease. Nothing at all. Not a damn thing. Again, I think their methodology is totally skewed, and I think their methodology is just completely ass backwards. Okay, first off, they studied in Scandinavia, or they studied in countries that are not, modern European countries, or America, or places like that. They studied in countries that were a little, not as, I don't want to say advanced, because I don't want to piss off people in those countries, but you know it. Okay, you're not England, you're not, France, you're not Spain, you're not Japan, you're not America, you're not Canada, you're not. You're either most likely most of these countries they studied were former countries that were part of the Soviet Union. So there could be factors there. There's 101 different factors that they're not looking into, and only saying this cat disease, this cat disease. I just think that it's another example of, somebody trying to find something that's not there, trying to point to something that doesn't exist, and using flawed data to try to say, haha, we have found something. No. No. Mm-mm. Now, if I am wrong, I am more than happy to sit and talk to the people who did this, who did this study. If I'm wrong, I would love to hear your methodology. I would love to see your research. I'd love to see how it is you came to these conclusions, because from everything I've read, it just sounds like sensationalism. It just sounds like, we're cherry picking data. And the fact that you use the term rape when it came to men, as, if they have, this cat disease, that they're more likely to be rapist. Yeah. Yeah, that makes total sense. Makes total fucking sense. Hey, you have a cat disease. You're more likely to go out and rape somebody. How does that make any goddamn sense at all? Okay? There are millions of people who have cats. Millions and millions and millions and millions of people who have cats. And the vast majority of them don't get involved in kink, don't get involved in BDSM, don't become rapist. So your data is absolutely skewed and wrong. You're again looking for something that's not there, just to get a headline, just to try to get some notoriety for using this community for whatever reason. Good job, you succeeded. But again, everything I've read screams your data is wrong. So prove me wrong. Prove that I'm wrong. Not a hard person to get a hold of. Down below in the comment, in my box down below, I've got an email address. Hit me up. I'm more than happy to talk to you. But until then, I'm going to keep saying you're wrong. You've shown nothing. You've proven nothing except for you found a little bit of data that might show that some people who are into kink have a cat disease. Big fucking deal. So, like I said, if I'm wrong, show me. Until then, you're idiots. So for now, be well and safe.